Alright guys, so today we have a very important video. Let me just turn off this AC. Very important video. I'm going to show you how you can use Kimi K2.6, an open source Chinese LLM that is really fucking good. It's really good. It's really solid. Let me show you. So if we go to kimi.com, you can see its actual benchmarks, general agents, coding, visual agents. It's very competitive with GPT, Claude, Gemini. It's really solid. And it was able to produce this beautiful website in one single go, one prompt. Took me like 5 minutes. 5 minutes with a very short prompt in one go, and this was what it was able to do. Obviously, none of these buttons work except for maybe these ones, and it looks a little bit weird at the top here, but this is just for the demo of this video, so I haven't really worked on this website. But if you scroll down, really cool, like advanced reasoning, vision and images, code generation, function calling, multilingual, long context, very good. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Very cool website in just one single prompt, coded by Kimi itself. So now I have Claude Code. Why would I be using something like Kimi K2.6? Any one of you guys using Claude Code right now knows how insane it's been to use Claude Code lately. You just hit your usage limits like this. I'm currently running one session. I've only ran one session for my usage window that's been running for like 1 hour, and yeah, it's still running, and it's already used 30% of my usage for my 5-hour window, which is absolutely insane, which is why I just came to the realization it's not sustainable to only use Claude Code anymore. Opus 4.7 is very expensive, and honestly it's not worth it. If I'm gonna be completely honest, you have these Chinese LLMs that are starting to do very well and compete with the bigger LLMs out there, the biggest ones like GPT, Claude, and Gemini. And the Chinese market, they're already dominating AI video generation. And I think they're going to catch up with LLMs too, very soon. And they're open source too, which is amazing. So that's why I started using Kimi K2.6, and I'm going to show you how you guys can do it yourselves, because it's going to be necessary. Like, you're not going to be able to only use something like Claude Code. If you want to use like Opus 4.7, it should be for the most advanced tasks, but everything else should be Kimi or some other open source model that is really solid. So to cut to the chase and just get straight into it, how do you actually install this? The first thing you got to do before you even go into installing Kimi K2.6, you got to download Visual Studio Code. I use it as my IDE. It's a very interactive interface to be able to use Claude Code, Kimi, and other extensions, Hermes agent, OpenClaw, whatever it may be, and also your terminal, of course. So everything is inside there. It's very simple and easy to use. It's free to download. So go ahead and do that. I'll include it in the description. Second thing you got to do, go to ollama.com. And you're going to want to download the app to your desktop, because VS Code is going to sync with the app to fetch the model that you want to use. So it's very important that you have the app. Otherwise, this is not going to work. And to use Kimi K2.6, for me at least, I tried using it on the free tier. It didn't work. So I had to upgrade to the pro plan, which is $20 per month. And then I was able to use Kimi K2.6. As you can see, it's the most popular one. It's not the newest. Version 4 DeepSeek is the newest one, but the most popular is Kimi K2.6. It's the best open source agentic LLM out there. It's absolutely amazing. It's a very solid LLM to use, and it's super cheap as well. You don't need a strong hardware either. It runs on cloud, so it's absolutely amazing. You can run it on Claude Code, but when I tried running it on Claude Code, for some reason it used my usage limit, so I'm not entirely sure how to run it on Claude Code without you like using up your usage limit, but I'm going to show you another way of doing it. You can also run it on Hermes agent and OpenClaw, so it's not going to run on API on your Claude Code subscription. It's going to run on Kimi, so that's the best way of doing it. Again, for me, when I tried using Kimi K2.6 on the free plan, it didn't work, but 2.5 did work on the free tier. But I want you guys to try it yourselves before you sign up to any plan. Don't just take my word for it. If it doesn't work on the free tier, you're gonna have to subscribe to their pro plan. That's the only way to use it. That was my issue. But if you don't have that issue, then good for you. Then you can just use it on the free tier. However, you're probably gonna have to subscribe anyways at some point, because the usage limits on the free tier are not very high. On the pro plan, you have a lot of usage available. So yeah, you're gonna have to do that. So again, download VS Code, download the Ollama app, and then you're gonna wanna come to VS Code. The first thing you're gonna wanna do do is go to the extensions here, search for client, download it, and click on this little button here. Then you're going to be met with setup, and you just set everything up here. API provider, Ollama, model Kimi K2.6, model context window 262K and 120,000 timeout in milliseconds. In case you run any longer tasks, you don't want it to hit those timeout limits. And then you can browse through all the other features. I haven't really explored this too much, like the features here, browser. I think you can just use Playwright instead of having it control your browser to save on tokens. Then language and about. And then once you're done, you just start coding. But before you start coding, you need to attach a directory here. So I use the very same directory as I use in Claude Code. So it's my claude.md file or directory. I just connect it to client and boom, it's using Kimi K2.6. It's running on my main directory. So whenever I hit my limits, I can just continue here on client using Kimi, and that's where I got this website. So you can see if I scroll up a little bit, all I told it is the first thing that I did was I asked it to list all my files inside the directory in claude.md. It was able to do that, so I know it was working. Then I just told it I'm creating a video for YouTube showcasing what's possible with Kimi. I'd like you to create a mock prototype website using all relevant skills like UI, UX Pro Max skill and framer motion. Use Playwright MCP to analyze this template and fetch everything necessary to use its code base as its main design. Then I just gave it the URL, it used Playwright, it went through everything, and it just gave me this beautiful website. And it was one shot at one prompt, like, and that was it. It just went through the process. And it's very quick too. It's very quick. I'm not entirely sure about the context window. I wasn't able to find that information. Here it says 200K, the website I actually created, but online I was able to find that it can run on 262,000. So I'm not entirely sure. Experimented a little bit, but it's gonna let you know regardless, like what it's at, if you run into any issues or any limits. But yeah, I recommend you guys absolutely install Kimi right now. It's going to take you a couple minutes. You just download 2 free software, VS Code and Ollama. And then from there on, you just install client as an extension. You set your settings in and you just, connect it to your directory. If you have to purchase the pro plan, do it. It's very much worth it. You're paying $20 per month. So a fifth of the $100 per month plan on Claude. Plus you can use it for far longer. You don't hit those usage limits as easy as you do with Claude. The reason for that is because Anthropic servers are very overloaded right now. Everyone's using Claude Code, so much to the point that they decided to disable Claude Code in the $20 per month plan and just have it on the $100 per month and $200 per month because everyone's using Claude Code. And Opus 4.7 is very expensive. Honestly, it's not doing the best job either. So that's why I decided to use Ollama and Kimi. Now, eventually, hopefully it's going to come to a point where we can just unsubscribe from something like Claude because the Chinese AI market are getting very, very competitive with LLMs. Again, just take a look at this, how well it's competing. They're already dominating AI video generation with CDAS 2.0 and Kling 3.0. And eventually, I think China is going to dominate the LLM market as well. And this is an open source model. Like you can see it's higher up on Humanities Last Exam. It's higher up on Deep Search. It is higher up on nothing else, but it's competitive, right? Like Opus is pretty much highest on almost everything, I would say. But GPT is very, very solid on visual tasks as well. And SW Bench Pro, same thing there. But yeah, this is why I'm using Kimi. This is why you should too. I hope this video was valuable. If you run into any issues whatsoever, please let me know in the comments below, or just hit me up in my socials, in my bio or anything like that. You can just reach out to me, or just hit me up on School, join my free community. I'll attach the link in the description below. And again, hope it was very, very useful. And if you need any help whatsoever, if you have any ideas of any videos in the future that you want to see from me, just let me know. And as always, I'll see you next time. Cheers.